Hey guys, it's Giridhar here, and the mobile in my hand is the Honor 5C. So Honor 5C has a fantastic camera. So let's go ahead and open up the camera and talk about the professional mode in this Honor 5C. So normally you would click a picture using your auto mode. Probably you might not have explored pro mode, thinking that it's very complex. But let me make it simple for you. So swiping up from the screen, from the camera UI, you would find these different modes. So one of the mode is the Pro mode, or it's called the Pro Photo here. Just click on the Pro Photo and you will see a nice dial. So this dial has all your settings here. Let's start from the beginning. The first is the metering. So there are three types of metering. One is the spot metering, another one is a matrix metering, another one is a center weight metering. A matrix metering is used for landscape, wherein you kind of adjust the exposure of the frame based on the lighting conditions of the entire frame. But a spot metering kind of adjusts the exposure on your object in focus. Subject we have here is a flower, so let's choose the spot metering here. And ISO is kind of sensitivity of your sensor. So in this bright condition, let's keep the ISO to the minimum so that we get a very sharp image. If you're in a challenging light condition, probably you can go up to 800 or even 1250, but you will get a noisy image. So let's keep it very sharp and nicely exposed and at 100 ISO. And next one is shutter speed. Shutter speed is very important. A fast shutter speed means that the shutter is closed immediately at 1/4000th of a second, and you can kind of slow the shutter speed and you can go to a minimum of 8 seconds. The 8-second exposure is usually used for long exposure shots. The ideal exposure at this condition could be 1/100 or even 1/125. So you would know this by practice. You'll have to keep practicing to understand the shutter speed. It all depends on the lighting condition and the subject. Then we have the exposure compensation. The exposure compensation, or the EV, basically means that you are bumping up the exposure by a few steps up or down. So this will override the processor's setting or the processor's exposure settings. I'm going to keep this at minus 1.5 step here. And the next one is the focusing. So AFC is used for continuously autofocusing a subject. Probably if it's a moving subject or if it's a non-stationary object, you would want to use an AFC. If it's a stationary subject, you might choose to have an AFS. Sometimes if you feel that you would want to have a manual control on the focusing, you can choose the manual focusing mode. And infinity means that you're going to have everything in focus on the longer distance. And if your subject is very, very close, you might have to choose like 0, like I have chosen here. So next is the white balance. White balance is basically the color temperature of the frame. I am in a very cloudy weather condition here, so I might want to choose probably the icon cloud. That is supposed to give me a right color temperature, but I feel that the color temperature is over warm, and I'm going to go into manual white balancing and adjust it manually. The moment I feel that this is the right temperature for the image, I'm going to click the shutter. So that's it. So let's go out of the Pro mode and click the same shot using auto mode. So this is the difference you get in Pro mode. You would basically have a lot of control over your shots, and you can get more creative with it. So I always prefer playing around with the Pro mode. Well, if you don't understand it, start playing with it. Don't ignore it. A Pro mode is very useful to get the creative shot right on the moment. So in the Pro mode, if you feel that you have fiddled around with a lot of settings and you want to get back to it, there is a button here which kind of resets all your settings to the basic default settings, and you are there. So that is the Pro mode. I have shown this Pro mode example in Honor 5C mobile. This would hold true for most of the mobiles, and most of the mobiles these days offer a Pro mode. So do check out the Pro mode in your mobile, and if you feel that you are having some trouble with your mobile's Pro mode, do leave a comment here and I will definitely help you out. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and share and like this video. This is Giridhar signing off.